This is the Chief Principal, Chuka Technical and Vocational College, Chuka Igamangombe constituency, Tharaka Nithi County. I want to make a brief about what we are doing at Chuka Technical and Vocational College, especially in areas of production, for income generating activity, and also for students to train in what they are seeing. Rather, that is like bringing the industry closer home. That means now Chuka Technical and Vocational College.
My name is James Nyaga. I'm the head of department, Mechanical and Automotive Engineering Department at Chuka Technical and Vocational College. It's a vertical milling machine. The milling machine you see here is used to develop many products that are used in our industry. An example is these gears we have cut using our milling machine, and also this teeth of a chuck. So this milling machine we use to produce various machine components that are used in our industries locally. So our market mostly for the components that we produced is within the industries that are within our locality. They come here and they order for spare parts of various machine parts, and we can be able to produce them using this milling machine. So this is a CNC, computer numerically controlled lathe machine. It is used to produce various metal parts. For example, we produce bushes. We can also be using it to machine shafts. So this machine is operated using computer programs, which you can generate and feed directly to the user interface, or you can use CAM, computer-aided manufacturing softwares, and then you feed it with a flash disk or a USB drive. So these are some of the parts that we have been able to manufacture. Is a sample of the parts that our industries around here and local factories have requested that we produce for them. So we have orders from hardwares, we have orders from the informal sector, the juakari, the welders. We produce, for example, this is a bush. It's known as a barrel bush. It is used as a hinge in gates and doors. Also, we have this bush. Is the same kind of a bush, but it has a smaller size. Also, we have butterfly bushes, which also are used mostly in windows. All these products, we produce them and then we sell them to the juakari industry, which have a high market because our products, because of our machines, they have a good quality and good quality finish. Also, we have ratchets that are used for windows and doors for crossing. These are cutting tools that we use during the process of machining. We have various different kinds of cutting tools, and these are the raw materials. An example, this is a 50 millimeter mild steel shaft, which is used to produce bushes, which are used in gates. So these products that we produce at Chuka Technical and Vocational College are so much needed in the informal sector, and we are able to meet that demand.
My name is Victoria Ndwega from Chuka Technical and Vocational College Oil Extraction Units. As you can see, this is how we extract our oil. We feed the seeds, the sunflower seeds or the canola seeds in the hopper. Then when we feed them, they go to the chamber. After going to the chamber, they are cold pressed. When they are cold pressed, you get the first product, which is the oil. And we also get the byproducts. Now, the oil, we leave it for 2 to 3 days so that it can decant. After decanting, we filter the oil. Then after filtering the oil, we get the sludge. The sludge and the byproduct, which is the sunflower and the canola cake, are used to make animal feeds. After filtering the oil, we package it half a liter, 1 liter, 2 liters, 3 liters, and 5 liters. We get our seeds from our farm, and also we outsource from local farmers. So during production of oil, we get byproducts, that is the canola cake and the sunflower cake, which is used to produce animal feeds in our animal formulation units. When there is surplus of the cake, we sell it. Half a liter goes for 160, 1 liter goes for 320, 2 liter goes for 630, 3 liter goes for 930, 5 liter goes for 1500. Both prices for canola and sunflower oil. Buy Tutevok oil, buy Chuka Golds.
Okay, my name is Loy Fondeke, the farm manager. That's Chuka TVC. Where we are right now is the animal feed formulation unit that has the obligation of producing and formulating feeds for various animal types. That is, we have dairy feeds, dairy animal feeds, pig feeds, starting from the starter, the grower pig, the finisher pig. We have the poultry feeds, chick mash, layers mash, also the growers mash, all those. The fish fins, the fins for the dogs and all the other animals that appertain to domestic. So where we are right now, we do have the various products that are used in the feed formulation. As you can see, what we've shown you earlier is feed formulation is undertaken by various materials. One, maybe to mention a few, is the maize germ is part of them. Warm maize is another one. Wheat bran is another one. Wheat Poland is another one. Molasses is part of it. Then also for the proteins bit of it, we do have the canola cake. We do have the sunflower cake. We do have the nutrients for the minerals and the vitamins. We do have the premixes, the DCP, the lysine, all those ones encompasses what makes up the food formulation for those animals. So after collecting the materials, you ensure that there's a balance between the content of the nutritional value, that is the proteins, the ratio is as required, the energy levels as required. You also ensure that the vitamins are as required, also the calcium, phosphorus. You ensure that you strike a proper balance for the animal production, depending on the type of animal that you are handling, that you are dealing with. Then from there, after the taking the right measurements, then the weights, you find that some materials may require some pre-processing. Like we do have our cake here, that is the sunflower cake. You see that it is a bit, is like a cake. Therefore, from there we now come to the crusher machine that is just beside me here. The crusher machine is the one that now breaks now the cake to powder. Now the one that is now ready to be mixed together with the other ingredients at the mixture machine. So from the crusher, yes, we have done our cake. This is our cake. This is the sunflower cake. You see how it is. So this one that is broken, this is the one that is broken by the crusher to give us the dust. That is now the one that we now combine with the other ingredients or the other stuff, the materials. Now we bring it now to the crusher. Now the amounts, we bring it now to the mixture. Our mixture is here. With this mixture, we can do allowed 500 to almost 1,000 kilograms. So with our materials that are pre-measured, we now put them at the crusher and we give it a span of around some 20 to 30 minutes. And within that period of time, then proper mixing has been done, it has been realized. So even now the micronutrients like the DCP are in small quantities, the lysine that is in small quantities, the methionine that is in small quantities, you find that there's a proper mix in that 100 kg or rather the amount that you have measured. and therefore then giving the crusher, giving the mixer around 20 to 30 minutes, then your feed is well mixed, it is very much okay, and from that one you now come to the outlet, whereby now the fins are come out and they are now ready for the market and also now for the consumption of our animals. Like here in Chuka TVC, we are the first consumers of our products because our animals, the pigs, the dairy unit, the sheep, the goats, all of them, even the poultry, do consume our own fins even before we can get to sell to the other people. So we first consume our fin, then the surplus now we do supply the people outside there, and in that one we do ensure that the value chain of our products, like the cake, the sunflower cake, gotten from the sunflower oil production, the canola cake gotten from the canola oil production, then it is used here. Also here we do have our sludge we get from the byproduct of canola cake, canola production, oil production, sunflower oil production, and therefore the sludge also forms part of the materials that are used now to produce the animal fins. So our byproducts from the oil production, the sludge, the sunflower cake, the canola cake, they all encompass the materials that we use for the feed formulation for our animals, both for internal consumption and also for the locality and the other people that surround us. Otherwise, thanks so much and welcome to TVC for a well-formulated, well-balanced feed for your animal. Thank you. The place we are studying right now is the school farm, whereby, as you shall be seeing, we have a diversity of production activities, starting with the animal production, then coupled with crop production. The unit we are right now is the unit for the animal production. We do have various animal types. One, we do have the pig production, dairy production unit, sheep production, and also poultry is in our farm. Just next to us is a pig unit. In the pig unit, we do have various pig breeds. As you can see by the labels, we have a breed called red race. We do have another one called large white. Then we do have the Dulox and the other breeds of pigs. They are at various stages of growth. We have those that are a bit young. They are starter age. They are not yet to the maturity. Others are now in their reproductive phase. Like you do have several, like our large white female is already served. Then we do have our two males here. We do have two males that gives us the service. That is the Duloc and the red race. So generally, we do expect that in the next couple of months, maybe around 3-4 months, all these units will be full of pigs, because out of our 4 females, once they are served, and we do expect a litter of around 12 piglets per each pig, then finally we do expect that maybe in 3 months' time, all these houses will be full of piglets. We do have a dairy goats unit. We do have several dairy goat breeds. The 3 key dairy breeds are one, the one that we have is Toggenburg. We do have that one. Then we do have the German Alpine and also Saanen. Our dairy goats are so pure. We have ensured they have very high purity. Most of them are F-horse, with a production capacity of around 3.5 to 4.5 liters per day. That is per goat. So you find that most of the goats are pure enough for better production of milk. Then we also do have some crosses, like the one just adjacent to me is a cross between the German Alpine and the Saanen. Therefore, then you find that its milk capacity has really picked up, producing around 3.5 liters in a day. So as you can see them feeding, their feeding is on the locally available feed that is from our farm, and also now from the feed that we formulate from our feed formulation unit. that is using our byproducts that we get now from the oil extraction. On the other side also, we do have our dairy unit. As you can see, we do have various dairy breeds. The most common ones here are Asha, because this place is hot enough. So we are trying to keep off the Frisian that is a bit susceptible to heat stress, and also is delicate in relation to the disease resistance. So as you can see, what we do have mostly is the Asha, and good variety, resistant, high producing in milk, and also the consumption of feed is not as much as compared to the Frisian. Also, as you can see, we do have their feeding is well organized. Mostly, as you can see, we do have our own formulated feed that we ensure that we do give our animals for maximum productivity. Therefore, in the area of dairy, we are still expanding so rapidly, and very soon we shall be up the standard of producing the stock and selling to the farmers that are around us. This unit is composed of sheep production. As you can see, we do have the various sheep breeds. One, we do have the Rocco sheep breeds, and now we have the improved Dopa breed, sheep breed that is grows a little bit bigger, can attain a higher weight, and also the taste of its meat is also very well tasted. There's no odor like the local sheep. In fact, its taste is similar to that one of the goats. So this unit is purposely composed of sheep production, in that in the near future we are focusing towards producing pure dopers, so that we can now have enough for the school, and also we can also be suppliers of this breed. So we are focusing to be producers and also breeders of doper sheep for ourselves and also for the community that is around us. Yes. So right now they are feasting on our locally made food. We do our own formulations here. So as you can see, the sheep is so healthy as we ensure that it's well fed through the food that we formulate from our byproducts of oil production, that is the canola and the sunflower kits. This unit is now the unit for the fodder production. Once you set up the animals, even before bringing up the animals, what you consider first is the feed for the animals. So what we do have here is our fodder composing of the napier grass, the super napier grass, the one that has very high protein content, and also now the maize that was planted together with it, one of until it is harvested. So purposely, as you can see, the whole farm, this section, the whole of it is one for the fodder for the animals. Our purpose for this is so that we can now do the ensiling, that is preparation of the silage, so that in the near future this place becomes so dry, so that once the months are so dry, then we don't have to struggle feeding our animals. And this one will ensure that we have a stabilized milk production, because there will be no shortage of fodder once we've stored it through the silage system. So otherwise, the of this unit from here downwards is composed of the animal fodder. Other fodders that are just inside there, we also do have some Lucerne, a very high protein fodder, and also some Bomarons that we use to substitute in our production. That's how we prepare ourselves for feeding of the animals, coupled with our own formulated animal feeds. Thank you. So, as you said, this unit, the farm unit, is composed of the animals and the plants. Chuka Technical and Vocational College is also a school that is committed to training professional agriculturalists. So, the farm unit coupling the crops and animal production, is also used as a training place for our students. So every sign that you have mentioned, whether it is the pig production, the dairy production, the poultry production, the sheep production, the goat production, in all those areas, we do have the training of our students, and I can promise you that so far our students are so much well grounded in those areas, that is of the animal production and also on the crops, because they do have the hands-on skills on the animals and also on the plants. So as we work in the farm, also our students are part of us in the course of their learning. We continue engaging with them day by day so that they continue to get the hands-on experience that they need for the outside world, and also now for this current era of technological advancements.
For Chuka Technical and Vocational College, we have embarked on vigorous campaigns to ensure that we are not left behind. In as far as production is concerned and value addition is concerned in most of the products that we have around us and also in the college. So Chuka Technical in its inception by 2018, we had been provided for by government equipment that is mechanical engineering machinery, especially the CNC machines and the lathe machines. So we have since started partnering with industries around Chuka and some of the shops that sell hardware material, so that now we are in partnership where we want to start producing various implements for the automobiles and also for construction purposes, as has been exemplified by the departmental heads in the displays in the mechanical engineering factory. Chuka Technical and Vocational College also embarked on oil extraction, where we started the sunflower oil, and then we have now gone to canola oil extraction. So in that line of oil extraction, we have seen that there can be a value chain, where now with the extraction of the oils, canola and sunflower, we have the byproduct, the seed cake, which is very popular with the farmers in the production of animal feed. So we saw it as beneficial both for Chuka TVC and the local community, that instead of supplying one farmer with the seed cake for his own animal input, that we can do value addition using the seed cake as a success story, as a build-up, as an advantage for Chuka TVC, so that we can be able to make animal feed that can be initially locally used by the farmers around us, around Chuka and Tharaka County as a whole, and the neighboring counties, so that we can supply them with animal feeds. We also have livestock keeping, where we also keep livestock. So the animal feeds we are producing are also being used by the livestock that we are keeping, both for value addition, for income generating, and also for training purposes. So we can say that at Chuka TVC we have now acquired the value chain, where we have the oil extraction, then we have the animal feeds production, then we have the livestock, and then of course we have the farm. And very soon we are also embarking on the production of biogas, so that we can be able to go green. We can also be able to save on timber and firewood, because in the college we have the NOI students that we cook for, and we can use the biogas. We also have the food and beverage department that also uses a lot of energy. We can also start using the biogas for that purpose, and also for for general use. So Chuka TVC, we have a great vision where we want to also upgrade the oil extraction unit to start producing avocado, castor oil for industrial use and also for domestic use. And at the same time, we have an ambitious plan in the future to be able to with the factory that we are in the process of constructing. We can be able now to do, you may not believe it, an oil refinery where we will start doing test runs in the production of biofuel for vehicles using the 100% carbon-free oil. And then we can partner with the oil producing companies that are using fossil fuel so that they can be able to blend our oil with the oil from the fossil fuel, the crude oil, so that we can be able to at least attempt to reduce carbon emission from the vehicles in as far as the Kenyan society is concerned. So I, as the Chief Principal, do welcome any interested parties to come and see what we are doing at Chuka TVC. Other colleges can come at least, and we discuss a few issues. We're able to borrow from each other what we are doing. So we are proud at Chuka TVC because we have at least moved into the space of industrial production, and we have at least blessed to have that value chain. Otherwise, most welcome to Chuka TVC, and may God bless you all. Thank you.